Hello everyone and welcome to this very special conversation. Today, after a gap of almost 5 years, there was a rare sermon that was given by the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khomeini. What is the significance of that? And this is of course coming at a time when there has been an unprecedented scale up or escalation in this war. We are being joined by Dr. Iraj Elahi, Iranian ambassador to India. Ambassador Elahi, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV.
Thank you for having me.
First question, and that's on everybody's mind. At a time when Iranian leadership have been targeted, this address, a rare sermon by the Supreme Leader Khomeini, what does it actually mean? What is he trying to communicate and convey?
Supreme Leader is the highest military commander of Iran. Highest military commander of Iran, not only the political leader, he is, all the Iranian military forces are under the command of Supreme Leader, according to our constitution. So when Supreme Leader talk and his words, in this case, it is serious, serious meaning for Iranian and though concerning sides.
Iranian president says that he doesn't want a full war or an all-out war. But the charge is that Iran, through its proxies, are continuing to target Israel. What does this mixed messaging mean?
The problem is how to define the issue and condition. Israel claims that Iran's proxy forces are attacking Israel. But on the other hand, we define the situation in this case that Israel is attacking Palestinian people, Israel is attacking Lebanon. So the interpretation of an answer to this question depends to how to define the question, how to define the issue, how to define the condition. We believe that we should be honest and honestly, this is Israel who has attacked Gaza, Israel who has attacked West Bank, Israel who has attacked the south of Lebanon, and recently launched a ground invasion to South Lebanon. Besides occupation of territory of Lebanon, heights of Golan in Syria, and all territory of Palestine and South Lebanon.
So you are of the opinion that this is a retaliation by Iran, and this is the kind of retaliation which will continue against Israel?
We should separate the issues. First of all, there is something between Hezbollah and Israel, Hamas and Israel. This is something. There is something between Iran and Israel, which is something else. What is between Iran and Israel is related to the violation of Iranian sovereignty through assassination of Ismail Haniyeh as an official person, official guest of Iran in the capital of Tehran. So we feel that our sovereignty has been violated, so we need and we are obliged, and according to our constitution, we have to defend our national security. This is something. But there is at the same time, there is some tension between Hamas and Israel, Hezbollah and Israel. What we retaliated is, what we have done on our strike was in retaliation for the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh, nothing else. We believe that Hezbollah is able to defend itself. Hamas also is able to defend itself, as has resisted for more than 1 year, despite all pressure and all military and strikes which has been done by Israel.
And how is Iran looking at protecting its military and nuclear installations, and of course also of oil reserves from almost what seems like an imminent Israeli strike?
You know, we hope that Israel has learned enough, has learned a good lesson and enough from the recent events. Israel committed a crime inside Iran, so we retaliated. And if it repeat anything, its crimes inside Iran, it will receive more powerful strike by Iran. So the entity of our retaliation and the main goal of our retaliation was to deter Israel from doing and repeating these crimes.
But Ambassador, the United States is reportedly discussing the possibility of Israel striking Iranian oil sites, and warnings of that nature has been shared as well. So, are you prepared to protect these oil reserves? Because despite sanctions, oil reserves have been very intrinsic to your economic prosperity, and you have used it almost like as a weapon, and you have continued with your trade with Russia, China.
Yeah, it's a good question. We are, in military there is a passive and active defense. Sometimes when we strike Israel, our defense was active. We defended ourselves, our territory, by striking Israel actively. But at the same time, we have capability to defend our national interest, our assets passively. I mean, we are able to defend our installations.
Okay, so you are confident of defending your installations. If Israel strikes, that will certainly impact your economy. How will you protect the economy and your civilian population?
This is the issue that has led or has made the different countries, especially the decision makers in Israel and United States, and other some parts that to this miscalculation that Iran is weak, and because of the sanction, Iranian economy has become weak, and Iran has concern regarding the economic situation inside Iran and the prosperity and welfare of Iranian citizens. We has proved that Iranian economy is resilient. It means that we have saved not only saved, but increased our income. We have reached to self-sufficiency in different fields. We can supply our needs. We can have our needs inside Iran, and not only we are able to supply our needs, strategic needs. I mean, wheat, food, drugs, different things. But also we have progressed, and Iran now has in the defense industry is, you are well known about it. Iran recently launched its satellite in the orbit. So this is a miscalculation that Iran's economy is weak. I hope that they will revise in this calculation.
Russia and China are allies of Iran, but in the present escalation, they have been extremely tight-lipped about their views. How does the Iranian government view their silence or absence of support for you?
We are in close consultation with Russia. We are in close consultation with China. And beside this, we have experience of 8 years war with Iraq. During 8 years war, there were 68 countries against Iran. 68 countries were not against Iran, were supporting Iraq. They were sending troops to war front. They even warm food from some Persian Gulf state were sending to the war front of Iraq. Ammunition from Soviet Union, from intelligence information from United States, from France, different countries were supporting. So we do have our allies, and at the same time we are able to defend ourselves.
You know, many are of the opinion that this has reached a point where diplomacy is not even in discussion. Iran and Israel are face to face. So what is the outcome of this escalation? How do you view it?
You know, we are not with war. We are against war. We did not start this game. This is a game. This is a game which will result, destroy, and too many casualties, destroy of Iran, destroy of Israel. We are not with war. We are against war. But at the same time, we cannot be indifferent regarding our national interest. We are not indifferent regarding our national security. We will defend, and we will strike harmful, we will hit and strike harmfully to our enemy.
One view is that...
but diplomacy is the best way. So
you're still hopeful for a diplomatic
of course.
way forward?
Yeah, of course. You know, in the first round, after the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh, we were ready to retaliate, but we received some messages from United States that there is a negotiation for ceasefire in the region, so we postpone our retaliation. We postpone our this retaliation.
Okay.
So we believe that if Israel stop its invasion and violation in the region, the escalation will be stopped.
So, Ambassador, when you say that you stopped this retaliation, does that mean that Iran had communicated to United States that there would be retaliation by Iran after the killing of the Hezbollah chief?
You know, we do have,
so there are back-channel communications which are on.
We do have our channel with United States through different, and we receive message, we send message to them. It doesn't mean that there is no communication between Iran and United States. They have sent message, and we postponed our retaliation.
Okay, so because US told you to do so, you postponed the retaliation.
US said that there is a negotiation and for ceasefire. We postponed this retaliation for ceasefire.
Okay. Iran...
it doesn't mean that we postpone our retaliation because of the request of United States. We postpone to reach to ceasefire. We could ignore our retaliation on the benefit of the region. But when Netanyahu rejected ceasefire and denied and did not accept ceasefire, there was no option for Iran just to retaliate.
How is Iran looking at its ties with Arab nations? The reason why I'm asking is that Iranian president was in Doha. He also met the Saudi Prime Minister there. There have been efforts of normalization of ties in the past between Israel and Saudi Arabia through the Abraham Accords. Of course, that has been put on the back burner, but how do you look at these meetings?
Iran and Arab states of Persian Gulf is progressing. After the rapprochement of Iran and Saudi Arabia, the relation between Iran and Saudi Arabia is progressing. The United Arab Emirates is among the is one of the biggest economic trade partner of Iran. With Qatar, Qatar, we do have very close relation. Oman has hosted Iran-US negotiation. So our relation with our Arab neighbors is progressing, and we believe that they also are supporting de-escalation of the situation.
Given how tumultuous this region has become in recent days, how is the Iranian leadership looking at roles of various countries who can play the role of possibly, taking it in a diplomatic direction?
We believe that, from the viewpoint of humanity, from the viewpoint of international law, what is happening and the current situation in Gaza is not on the benefit of human being, not just Palestinian, for human being. It's shameful for human being that more than 41,000 people innocent people have been killed in Gaza. Even we do not call 7th of October a terrorist act, but even assume that it is a terrorist act. Let's assume that it is a terrorist act. Is penalty or punishment, proportion of the punishment and the crime appropriate? 1,000 of innocent Israeli have been killed. More than 41,000 Palestinians have been killed, and there is no end to this. Is it justice? Isn't it shameful for human being at the 21st century when a human being is, is landing in the moon and is exploring space?
So how do you evaluate it? You have Netanyahu saying clearly that Iran has made a big mistake after those 200 missiles which were launched towards Israel. And he has gone on to say that Iran will pay the price.
Yeah.
So what is the way forward? So will there be some kind of preemptive strike now?
No. First of all, it shows that to which extent the strike of Iran was painful for Israel. Despite of the censorship in Israel, it proved that our strike hit Israel and military bases of Israel, and it was really damaged. We just targeted intelligence service of intelligence installation and establishment of Israel, plus ammunition of Israel, not citizens, not the residential area, despite of their propaganda. But we are not supporting escalation. We support de-escalation of the situation, okay. And we hope that they will not enter a new round and a new circle of tension between Iran and Israel.
All right. Since you say that you're hoping for de-escalation, Ambassador Elahi, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV.
Let me thank you for I hope that here, may I add that India is an important country. We hope that this is a good opportunity for India to play a role in this field. I hope that India will use its influence, its capability for de-escalation in the region, and convinced Israel to stop its genocide in Gaza and not escalate the situation.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV.
Thank you for you and your audience.